Mablu's dream. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. With that, I suppose we should hop onto the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Cutscene time! Whee! And it's off to the mate fields we go. Please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for writing, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Turao? Huh. I swear, that mountain is too tall to be real. Bokozomor? Wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliff to get there. To the highlands belong to the Yokyoi. So Mablu, you said you were learning about the peddler profession. You don't care for the ranch work? No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle though, then it'd be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. Noto Cactor? Oh, those are cute! I wonder what they have on their head. I saw an Aether current. Back to the cutscene then. We made it without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Urqopacha's inn, so we'll be walking along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand I was an orphan too, you see. Totally took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them? Yes, and everyone worked hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to get trading things for your saddle to prepare for the feed of gold. As it's meat harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. Add to that Urqopacha's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's get to bargaining. Interesting. The Aether current's up there, so I'm gonna grab that real quick before I actually commit. Alpaca! Level 91 alpacas. So cute. Oh. That's another one, but to get off of the map. Holy crap. They actually opened up this entire area for me. You have that little X for me? Thanks. Now let's see what I can get for it. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields? I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have on offer? This hatchet, forged by a sea and artisan, the razored edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. The deal would bring us no closer to MSQ. If I say, Mistress Mitlu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. We missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration? I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives. I believe including farming, and I will no longer have need for the hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Urqopacha. That is why I am prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves would have no better off the transaction. How about this then? If we were to help bring you... How about this then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Koano's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the field. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Ma Blue. Will and I have made together. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Five good bundles on the way. All the way up there, okay. Whoa, that was a lag spike. I'm just double checking. There we go, okay. Verdant mate leaves. Oh, another sightseeing log. And a fate on top of it. Let's go ahead and kill 2 birds with 1 stone then. Never mind. Oh wait, no, I can still actually invest. There we go. And with that, I should have the shared fates unlocked now. Bingo. Let's see. Miplu's Mate's Gardens. Overseen by Infamous Miplu, the cultivation of this Métis garden has introduced lush greenery and fertile soil to Urqopacha's usual vistas of sparse vegetation. The impression has almost become a small village in its own right, with the number of field hands ever growing to match the garden's steady expansion. Nice! 230 yalms to the east? That's on the other side of the wall, though. Huh. I wasn't sure Maple would bite, but it goes to show that you never know until you try. Yeah, 268 to the east. It's definitely going to be on the other side of that wall, but I won't be able to do anything about that until later. You brought me some leaves then? An acceptable harvest. We'll see how the companions fare before I make any decisions, though. Yeah, we bought our share as well. Thank you, third promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I am prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium made. Bought at the shop, one sack of those leaves could cost no less than £5 in the thousands column. Nice. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk all the content aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutual agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. And thus the hatchet is metaphorically buried. Yeah. Maplu, what's wrong? I heard a doggo whine. It's as I was saying before, even after everything Tobly's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all, become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobly to accept my decision then? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I want to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tyrell's peace and become Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I would be surprised if Tobly held the same opinion, so talk to them. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than to worry over what might say. Thank you for the advice. But first we have the saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight for the premium mezcal. Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zorzo-Zhao? I mean, of course I am. I am Urqopacha the Dawn's Promise, after all. She's doubting herself. Well, she needs to stop that. Leaves. This stuff could actually help make tea a million times better for certain companies, to be honest. A premium deal. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk providing Aaronville's points. Ready then? Our next stop is Mezcal's Distillers. Mezcal's Distillery. That's what it is. Alrighty, so we have to walk all the way back there, huh? Well, on the way back, I might as well go ahead and grab all the Aether currents. 179 to the northeast. Gotta be around this corner then. There it is. So far I found 3 of the 10 Aether currents out in the open. Knowing my luck, the rest of them will have to be found at a later time. 346 to the south, huh? Well, that is on the way back, so... Southwest, huh? Up these hills, then. This place is really stinking pretty, not gonna lie. Also, the battle music is really nice. It's gotta be down in this back corner right here. 106 to the south. Yep, there it is. Over nearby the mountain bears. This thing better not aggro onto me. Thank you. $179 to the southwest. That's going to be down to the lower half, so I think I might have hit my max when it comes to all the ones in the open field. Unless if there's one all the way in the northern area whereby I gave Jaws. Or agave. Agave jaws? Since Airville did talk about how agave juice, I might as well just assume that it's supposed to be agave for the name then. At least that's what I'm speculating. Yeah, it's just going to give me confirmation that it's all the way down in the southwest area over nearby Proof. So I'm not even going to bother with the Aether currents till I have to go later into story. Will want to speak with a man by the name of Gobbly. Even among his fellow distillers, he is regarded as a master of the craft. He's known the value of his product, so if we are to convince him to trade for twice what it leaves are worth, we're going to need to target information. That means asking around and talking in gossip. Huh. If you could talk to the people here in Distillery, Willa, perhaps Willamette could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Alright. Me, I'm a chief of Tuliolo. Chef from Tuliolo. I have to come here to buy Gobley's mezcal, the finest in Tural according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle this stuff too well myself. I take small sniffs not only to be impolite, you understand, but still end up to adult us to agree whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations. Else I may have seriously consider our arrangement. Godley might be a deft at hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it that he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself in the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out as on perch. Huh. There's not much I can say about Godley, but I can tell you what Godley's been saying. The other day he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field when they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence have made it harder to procure said ingredients and thus driven up the price of its product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the works as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. I have a wild speculation that he wants us to go and hunt down the monsters just so that way he can get some more of his stuff to make the juice that he needs and wants. That's my bet. So what did you find out? Oh, we can make use of all of those tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Godley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. Blah. Why is that word so difficult for me to actually pronounce? You go on ahead and bring Wolfman. Alright. It's gotta be up these hills then. There he is. You have business with me, madam? Well, I don't want you to talk below so as not to distract the alpaca from the work. Ugh. Now what's this about? Keep it brief if you would, I'm a busy man. We were in the market of a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is? Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have Pell, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top grade stuff like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Now the real bargain begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Out of all the ones, I actually am more interested in the agave fields. Let's go with the strong drink first. Since he was asking us if we wanted to talk over a small, cup of the mezcal. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hobigo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wondered if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer? Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course? Ah, you're right! You're absolutely right! I hadn't noticed a growling reluctance on the part of my Hobigo friend, but did not realize that myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with the added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the mezcal you're after. Should we offer to call the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeves until we need it. As I expected, you're aware, the Riot Succession is currently taking place. That's why the Third Promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes, I must admit I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be great to honor an opportunity if I could secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared. At first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk in Volokshunsa. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for wanting proper garments. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing. An introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnok, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolo. Oh yeah! That's genius! As a supporter of Volkman and keen observance of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That nap was a mistake. Aww, Ugly mistook a nappy wappy. Poor baby. How long was the nap? Maybe an hour and a half or two? Hang on. Two hours? Yeah, that sounds about right. Aw, sweaty baby. Pillow left lines on your face? Aw. Your phone is dead? Uh-oh. Poor Ogamish. Charge your phone and wake yourself up. Lost your earbud somewhere in the cracks of your bed? Aww. Poor Ogamish. Poor baby. Alrighty, so about the Weaver. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that save expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping out to be a solid bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment and Will and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bulknook. The fields are yours for, the fields you're looking for are just north of Wachupenelo. Wachupenelo. Be safe. I am losing my voice as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. But oh well. Let's see, to get over there, I would just have to go down and around. Got it. Whoop! And knowing my luck, the last one that I can actually obtain is all the way in the northeast corner. Yep. So, much like, Yulmore and all that other stuff. That should be Agave Jaws just right over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing your share of the pests. There it is. Destination number 1. Wachupenelo, okay. And a hydrate from Koru. Boy, once I'm done with this entire side story, I'm gonna have to go and use the bathroom after this. I drank about 3 of the 5 waters I've attained so far. Hydrate so you're less likely to lose your voice. Yeah! Honestly, I've been actually taking a lot of sips too, so... That's 2. The third one should be around here somewhere. There it is. And then afterwards, I'll see if I can find that Aether current. I'm assuming it's actually more up top, so... 122 yumps to the east. There's Urqopacha. It's gotta be up here then. Let's see. 80 to the northeast. It's gotta be up top here then. I don't think I'll be able to grab it then. Yeah, it's 81 to the north, so it's gotta be up top higher. Is there a way for me to actually climb up there a little bit higher? Oh. Maybe there is, but I have to go all the way around the other side, so I'll just go ahead and grab that later. Or it's right over there and I'm just being a complete adult dumbass again. Is that thing still following me? Yes, yes it is. There it is. I have a terrible sense when it comes to direction-wise. Oh well. Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the second leaf so she can seal the deal. It's so quiet. It's okay, Noah. You'll have a good brain moment one day. No, I will not. I will never have a good brain day. Much like I will probably never stop being called a tea kettle because of my wheezing.
Food ready.
It's actually perfect timing if I get done with this side quest then. You all with the freaking tea kettle, damn it! Damn it! I love the fact that both Destroyer and Urqopacha decided to say tea's ready. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now if I could just have the sack of leaves. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Now you doing no! Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobley. Here are the mate leaves as a written introduction to Baldnox as agreed. Wasn't even as planned, damn. That's actually a little impressive, not gonna lie. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to become this far, Third Promise. But let's not celebrate until we have that saddle in our hands. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. You're suffering in the railway? Well, I actually completed chapter 6 of Nimbus Company in here too. Hey, Louise! Nyan! But why is she called Ma Blue when she's clearly wearing pink? How you doing, man? It's been a while since last I actually talked with ya. Wayne, don't call Louise a bitch. God stinking dang it. There's nothing I can do about this. For those that are watching this on YouTube, this is the entire conversation that Wing and Louise do with each other along with Coca, so. Doing good? That's good. I'm starting MSQ now, so. I thought it'd be a good idea to start with the traders first before going with the Hanu Hanu. Welcome, Matt, in the saddle. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pellet jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddle maker. Been playing the materia market, turned 2.5 mil into 8 mil. Nice! Can you imagine if we dropped in and had to start all over again? Luckily, Havli's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Hoping to hit 10 mil before the end of the week. Nice! Hoping that you do, man. Lordy knows I need to make 7.5 mil if I want to get a very fancy bike. He's being a pelu is all. You're right! Oh, that's funny. This is it. The trade we've been working towards. Still in one piece. Right, time to make a deal. Get your tools ready, Saddler. We brought your precious mezcal. Louis acting like a damn mountain penguin. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing... a few measly clumps of wool. What we had was an inspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Although I'd sooner aid no climate but Zoro Shah, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pedapelu. The trade is a fair one. I will craft your saddle, third promise. Great! Stay and wait here if you like. I have all the requisite materials, so this won't take long. Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time with it with one of my saddles. Yan! Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste that smooth mezcal already. We did it! The saddle is ours! And to think we started out with only 100 pelt basket of alpaca wool. Mablu, you are going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We've got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. That was a very fancy-ass taming saddle, I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. whole lantern away! Whee! Oh, wrong way. Brain fart! You've acquired the saddle then? Yes, and thanks in no small to Mablu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca, though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wildborn hunt friends so you can practice. I know. This is something I need to learn. Great sunken gods, I did it! I so cute! He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting of Urqopacha's touch. That's because of the singular scent with which the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Zoroja's back. Zoroja, he's back. What the fuck? Having done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he brought, is it just me or is it glowing? I've heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives a solitary existence deep in the valley where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illustration of how greatly the power of the first promise can exceed yours, Urqopacha. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and the Tyrell can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. Huh? To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war, merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in the funding of Turiel all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village, since both they bask in the unbroken harmony and behold that they regard war not as a tragedy but opportunity. He caught a shiny alpaca, yeah! Thus does a resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest and a renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that the war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes what becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and the ruins it left behind. It's true. The Gallian Empire was a congregation for simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their opposers, as well as they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Gulu Zhaozha did not evaluate the Momo Zha, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, The first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Turiolo, but the star in its entirety. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an opportunity golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone. Pinko. He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me or even with Koona. It's like we're not even family. Well then. I'll ponder Zodoja and his mysteries later. Right now I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle, I've practiced how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpacas roam. The valley of Urqopacha is northwest of here. Come on everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Urqopacha off on her hunt. Can we appreciate the fact that the shiny one is still back there? This shiny golden motherfucker! Look at him! This dude kind of fucking shiny. Alright, let's go ahead and grab those. Shiny one is there forever. Excellent. Barb moles. Do you have any other ones that are close by? 475 to the southwest. Nope, it's talking about the ones over by Proof. Okay. Alpacas. Boop. How deep do you think the valley is? I glanced over the edge on the way here, but the mist was too thick to even speculate. I never set foot beyond this point. The valley is said to be home of fiends, more ferocious than bleeding alpacas. Zoroja may have caught his alpaca first, but doesn't mean Urqopacha is out on the running. She can do this. Mouth is right. The least we can do is let Urqopacha know we're cheering for her. I can do this. I know I can. Shiny baby.
Good luck there, Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too.
That's the spirit.
Right. I'm off.
And there she goes.
So shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Urqopacha is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
Hell yeah. Arabelle?
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
Okay. And then we'll club with you by wild alpacas. Get time!
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shitona from Shaktural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian.
Ogamish, go to your corner. That is the wrong kind of tent you're thinking.
As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart, and off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
The bigger question is, who was his mentor?
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking, and I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
What?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City,
Well then.
which is all the more reason for us to work together.
Just so.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We'll need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Yay! I did it. She's so exhausted, the poor baby.
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well done, Third Promise.
The ranch isn't going anyway. Take a rest in the tent.
She did do it, yeah.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
I want to pet the alpacas. Alpaca, god damn it! I'm so relieved the third promise came back to us safely, and the alpaca she tamed is healthy-looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold. Surely. I will go ahead and take the Cactar green dye. Knowing the Pelipelu. Woklima still seemed a bit unsteady on her feet, hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away the fatigue like magic though? Bait tea! I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. As Mabu widely suggested, we should still set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. Ooh, there's a fate! I'm wildly assuming this one involves... Oh! Gathering stuff. Okay, yeah, no. I'm gonna focus on... Mate, not hate. Listen. I am tired. And I've been doing stories since around 3 or 4 o'clock-ish, so... Besides, unless if I hear the pronunciation, I automatically go with my English stupidity. So many barb moles. Stupid barb moles! Was that skill called Molowak? Oh. There's a fate over here. I might as well just go ahead and try it. That's 2. Four more phases and I'll have the mount speed increase heats whenever. Fucking shiny alpaca. Came back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Look at them, I can't be that far behind. Oh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you've become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back, though, Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes, there's no mistaking a valley alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it! Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zoroja did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive solitary creatures that are rarely even seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Gulo Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's story says. It was before the founding of Turiolo, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yokhyoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands and deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were wretched days to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came the young Guljaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of Dawn Servant. Our people were amazed by his supposedly two-headed figure equal to the Yokoi in stature and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror had come. Yet Gulu Zhaozhou showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from cups of mate tea we offered him, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated their visitor decided to do next. Gulu Zhaozhou ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pelu Pelu from the Yokoi subjugation. He then turned an aspiring eye upon our riders and proposed we take to the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intent on fostering enmity between the clans. So it was that had a few words from Gulu Zhaozhou transferred us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I never heard the bond Papa forged with the Pulapello spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Gulu Zhaozhou sought a sore-footed guide for his treks upon the highlands. Thus did he capture the golden alpaca. So both my brother and father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, their promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Malbu's right. You are a perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone's ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made my trades and brought joy to many people in true Pelu Pelu fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved that same result. You should be proud of the accomplishments which earned you your keystone. So this is what they look like. Go on, set it in the tablet. A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more. You're well on your way, Third Promise. We'd have been lost without you, Mablu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pelu people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas I was uncomfortable around them. I'm thankful you as well, Wuklamat. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Totally. I want to leave the ranch and become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I've loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide, yet never once have I wanted that to be the only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk any path you choose, Mablu. It gladdens me to hear you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Topli. What did I tell you, Mablu? There's one last thing I can help you with, the third promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to Yokoi. They once ruled over far more than just Urqopacha and the Pelu Pelu. 1,000 years ago, they were overlords of Yoktora and all its peoples. During that era, the Pelu Pelu were commanded to search for a city of gold. Oh, They scoured every corner of the continent but never found any trace of that fabled place. But if they didn't find anything, what could the Yoktoi have to tell us? Nah. They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps the value is in delving into how the legend originated? We'll lose nothing from asking the questions. Besides, if we're determined to follow the path of the saga, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Huh. Oh, Kryl, I have a question I've been meaning to ask, and since we finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, pieces just like that first became fashionable in Yoktaro around 20 years ago. Since then, it's become common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. 20 years ago. Right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawn Servant implemented the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out. Seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants, I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler business, eh, Mablu? Right then, let's head back to Tuliolo and get ready to search for the next elector. Farewell for now, and thanks for all the help. I will become Dawn Servant, so make sure you set aside your best MSQ for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. But you've heard Zoral Jean's supporters talk. They might see opportunity in his expansion his ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating. Terrifying, even. Whereas I've grown to love Wuklamat, everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's what she'll win their throne. You might be right, Mablu. You might be right. It feels good to have the feat of gold safety under our belt, even if my victory pales beside Zoral Jean and his shiny golden alpaca. I suppose I shouldn't let it bother me, and God knows you've all been supportive. But I want to be strong and wise like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Zalbiate with us. The contest has already begun. I have a couple of quests I can actually do on the side. However, I'm going to be saving those for another day. For now, let's go ahead and continue on with the MSQ. Because we have one other location that we also need to explore. That, and I'm also starting to get a little bit exhausted and I need to get some food. So once I'm done with this quest, we'll stop there for story and then we'll pick this up again tomorrow. Lordy knows I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this. And the music is also just really nice as well. Boop. No preference. Time to head over back to Bayside Berry, but we're gonna go ahead and just walk there because it's actually not that far away. Especially if I sprint. I'm going to be enjoying the sights for a while. Also, out of curiosity, for those that are actually just like knows for a fact and can guarantee tell me, is there a jumping puzzle in Juliolo that I need to know about? Bayside Bevy. Playing a host to a never-ending stream of customers, the largest marketplace in Tuliolo is repleted with goods from every corner of Tural. Its proximity to the arbor ensures that cargo unloaded from the boats and barges can be transported directly to the shelves of local merchants. Neat. Only with sightseeing, though, too. Okay. I will definitely have to do those once I'm done with story, then. And just like that, we found an electron and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onwards to Kozamauka. Chances are good we'll find the elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your patient Hanu friend has to say. Well, yeah. Definitely do that too. But that is going to be it for the stream. I will see you guys next time. What I do know is that I'm going to also update the ending stream as well.